Was lustily received the Slovakian national anthem, and here's their team. 7 changes from the side beaten by Turkey. One of those recalled is Middlesbrough's number 8, Silat Nemeth, who will be supported in attack by the promising number 11, 20-year-old Robert Vitek, and the clever midfielder number 10, Vladimir Janocko, who plays just over the border for an Austrian club. What do we make of this team, Trevor Brooking?
Well, they were poor in the opening game against Turkey, but they're much better at home. They've got fantastic support here this evening. They've waited a long time to play England, and it's a case really of if they can get their confidence early on, supply Nemeth and Vitek, who can be quite lively, then it could be a problem. But I think England have got to take the initiative early on.
Well, for England, Ashley Cole is the only survivor from the World Cup back 4. Gary Neville and Gareth Southgate returned to the side. It was alongside Southgate that Jonathan Woodgate made his England debut over 3 years ago in Bulgaria. In midfield, Paul Scholes wins his 50th cap, hoping to end a run of 14 internationals without a goal. And up front, Owen and Heskey are 2 of the 7 survivors from the World Cup quarter-final against Brazil. Campbell, Ferdinand and Sinclair are all injured, and the other one of the missing quartet, Danny Mills, is on the bench, along with the likes of clubmate Alan Smith. A tight stadium with bags full of noise, and the referee actually wearing the same colour as one of the goalkeepers, the Slovakian goalkeeper, also in yellow. That could...
I think they'll have to do something about that. That's going to be a problem.
I would have thought the UEFA observer would have spotted that, you know. Maybe he's probably been deafened by the noise, Trevor. Anyway, it's Slovakia to kick off, playing from right to left. The start of England's Euro 2000 qualification campaign. 2004 is the target in Portugal. And here's Gary Neville back in the international field. And the ball cut out there on the far side by Zeman for Slovakia. Steven Gerrard is wearing 4, and already it looks very boggy in that centre circle. This is Neville. David Beckham well forward down the right-hand side here. Header there was by Leitner, who's wearing number 9 but playing in defence for Slovakia. That's Nemeth of Middlesbrough, number 8. And it was won back well by Paul Scholes for England. In the middle is Michael Owen.
Well, it's certainly plenty of further home support. They've waited, as I said earlier, a long time. England, one of the big nations that they've been waiting to play since their independence, so they're relishing the opportunity.
Owen on the left-hand side for England. Coming inside, Jurek. Referee lets that one go. And Beckham now has moved into the centre-forward position. In fact, he got a touch on that. So did Heskey. Beckham again. Gerrard's made a forward run here. Oh, and Heskey!
It was worth an early shot. Just clipped forward, and it rebounded quite nicely off Scholes, and Heskey hit it early. And on a skiddy surface like this, let's test out the goalkeeper Koenig. On that occasion, though, he held on to it.
Foul there by Gary Neville. It's Karhan in possession for Slovakia to Halinka. Jurek. Janocko. And now Karhan again, and Nemeth made a good run there, the Middlesbrough man. Oh, and he slid. Oh, and Vitek was right in on goal, and he slipped. Oh, what a chance for Slovakia. Number 11, Robert Vitek.
Well, it's a wonderful little pass from Nemeth. I thought he was going to chip Seaman, shape to shoot, and look, he just slips it through. It's not offside, the flag's not up, and he just loses his foot in, and there we were worrying about the conditions affecting England, and suddenly the conditions have helped them dramatically.
And Vitek again. Quick switch here by Slovakia. And still Vitek, he looks a talented lad on the ball. Nemeth. Pinte on the right-hand side.
Well, the counter-attacking is excellent. Vitek, quick, sharp, good on the ball. His touch was excellent. And they released Nemeth, he knocked it for Pinte, and it was a good early cross, which was fortunately blocked.
And now Vitek gets behind Cole, but not behind Southgate. Back inside there by Leitner. Now this is Karhan. Support coming from the back field for Slovakia. Nemec. Oh, he's on form tonight. Nemec! Well, he started the season well up at the Riverside. 2 goals against Sunderland, 1 against Everton. And obviously Silat Nemec, recalled tonight to the Slovakian team, is keen to make an impression. Zeman. Outside in there is Pinte. Petras to Kahan. Nemec just inside him. Here's Nemec. Oh, he's gone past Gareth Southgate, his clubmate, and England are struggling. It's a corner. Wow, that was Gerrard, I think, back there, but what about Nemec?
Well, Nemec took it in his stride superbly. Gareth Southgate couldn't touch him, otherwise it was going to be a penalty. Look, he's just turning Gareth Southgate, he's just wrong-footed, and then at that stage he can't touch him because he's going to be a penalty. Turns, knocks it across, and Gerrard, it gets stuck under his foot and he scooped it away.
The corner's already been taken. Halinka's well forward here, so is Zeman. Oh, an awkward one at the near post corner again. This is anxious for England, really. Corner to be taken by Janocka from the right-hand side. And the tall number 6, Zeman, is in there as a threat. And Halinka's there as well, number 4. Just listen to the crowd. Halinka near post. 3 corners in a row, Slovakia. Critical time here for Eriksson's defence. Janocka will take this one as well. David Seaman comes and fists it away. It's helped on its way by the captain. Now then, this is Jurek. England are forced to defend a little bit deep here, but that's safe now.
And David Seaman said, calm down. I think we all need to calm down a bit because it's been a severe examination in the opening period.
England trying to play with a measured build-up here. And it's the Czechs' turn, the Slovakians' turn to retreat. The Czech team that won the European Championship in '76 had 8 Slovakian players in it, by the way. Here's Janocka. But this is Slovakia now on the attack with Petras to Leitner. Nemec coming inside. Beckham. In fact, Jurkovic, the coach, the Slovakian coach, played for Czechoslovakia in that victory over Don Reeves' England in Bratislava, and played in the final in Belgrade, and was one of the players who scored in the penalty shootout. You may remember the famous penalty by Panenka of Czechoslovakia, which effectively won that tournament when Uli Hoeneß shot over the bar. The only time the Germans have ever lost a penalty shootout, if memory serves me. Anyway, doesn't matter about that now. It's Slovakia in possession. Petras. Nemec. It was Butt who got a touch, but here comes Petras. And it's a muscular challenge by Steven Gerrard again. Janocka. Good deep cross. Pinte came in. Nemec! Goal! And inevitably it had to be Silat Nemec. Slovakia have taken the lead with 23 minutes gone in Bratislava. Huge scenes of jubilation in the stadium. Nemec of Middlesbrough. Really, oh, was the ball out when Janocka crossed? There's a point to consider in a moment. But the header back finds Nemec on the 6-yard line, and he steers it between Seaman and the defender. Was the ball out?
Well, very close to being out. I got just a bit worried about Gerrard, who looked as if he couldn't chase him to the byline. He went past Steven Gerrard too easily, whether he thought it was going out. Then Ashley Cole just backpedaling. Pinte comes in, heads it down, and he finds space, Nemeth, as he has so far throughout the first half, and you can't say they don't deserve it.
Nemeth, who earns his living at Middlesbrough, bites the hand that feeds him and puts Slovakia ahead against England. Cleared by Petraš. What have England got in reply? Gerrard has a forward run here. Oh, it's a free kick on the edge of the area. Gerrard, surging forward, got brought down. An immediate chance for Beckham to restore parity. Well, we've seen him score from here so often. Notably, twice against Greece, home and away. Whistles all round the ground. Slovakia with everybody back. Goalkeeper checking. And it's Beckham. And going to his right, Koenig, the 30-year-old goalkeeper, recalled tonight, makes his first significant save.
Well, I mean, this is the free kick, and this time he did get over the wall, but the keeper was that side. Koenig held on to it. England players followed up, but it's been a sustained opening spell. Slovakia, they've had a lot of good movement. They've looked dangerous, and in the end, they got that deserved lead, and England have gone and now show a lot of character. They've got just to get hold of the ball, and one or two of their players feel as if they're getting into the game, because at the moment, it's Slovakia who've got all the better players.
Neville. Gerrard, Owens on the far side. Can't win it. Comes back to Butt. Oh, good effort.
That was a good strike, but Koenig dived, took his hands away, knew it was going wide, and we've got to get Butt and Gerrard sort of going forward or getting on the ball in these shooting positions. He tried to curl it in, wasn't that far away, but at the moment, the person who we want getting in those positions, Paul Scholes, out on the left, has hardly been able to be involved as an attacking force, so that's a worry tactically. Well, I suppose the big query is, can Slovakia keep going as well and at the pace and at the level of intensity that they have up to now on a pitch that is very heavy? Will a bit of space begin to develop as the game progresses?
England certainly hope so. Ashley Cole takes on Pinte. And now then, England have a corner. Their first corner. So as Beckham goes across to take it, Southgate and Woodgate are the two players coming forward. From the back, that is. Gerrard is there too. Oh, and Gerrard is over his head. It comes back to Beckham. Woodgate's got his arm up in the centre. Heskey goes in. And Carhan volleys clear. Now it's with Scholes. Southgate has stayed forward. Owens in there. And Southgate's in there. And Heskey's in there. And it was Southgate who had the real chance to make it 1-1.
Well, it was a miscue header by Halinka. The big curly number 4. He knocked it back across his goal, and it looked as if the goal was gaping for Southgate. Tried to head and get the power from a ball just floating, and to be fair to...
Here's Beckham. Beckham with the chip. Just over.
Well, that was a good chance as well. Suddenly, in the space of a minute, England have had two golden opportunities. Gareth Southgate trying to get some power with the header, anticipated well by the keeper, Koenig, and then that one, David Beckham. It's easy to sit up here and say he should have blasted it, but I don't think from that distance he could have chipped it over the keeper and get it below the crossbar. I just think his power hit it from there on a night like this evening.
Vitek. Held on well, slid the ball back to Petraš.
Well, just in a couple of minutes there, Paul Scholes finding himself in the centre looked far more threatening. I think somewhere they've got to do a tactical change. He does be one of the two centre midfielders. If they have to bring somebody else on wide on the left, then so be it.
Well, Janocka there felt he was challenged a little late, but players gone on. And we've reached the 45-minute mark, and only 1 minute of stoppage time here for England to rectify things. Nicky Butt. Scholes. Neville. Beckham. Gerrard looking up, tries to plant a ball through to Scholes. They're whistling for half-time now in the stadium. This is Ashley Cole. Owen can't get away. The flag's up on the far side. Well, the unrest away to my left is getting a little bit worse. There are people now rattling the dividing cage, and some fans scuttling across the seating there. And as the referee blows the whistle for half-time, the police have got a job on. Never mind England, who are a goal down to Siljard Nemec, squeezing the ball past David Seaman from Janočko's cross and giving Slovakia a valuable lead at half-time. It's Slovakia 1, England 0.
Looks as if they might, as they're lining up, as goals in the middle. Been swapped over with Gerrard, who might come over to this left-hand side. We'll have to see if that develops as they start this second half.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen now. England a goal down in this opening match in their Euro 2004 qualifying group. And here's Southgate. His only goal for England actually came in a European Championship qualifier in Luxembourg. How he would like to have buried that header and made it 2 here. But it was not to be, and this is Owen. Forward by Beckham, towards Heskey. And on the break here, Nemec offside. The flag's up.
But again, as soon as they get the chance, John, they just go at England at pace. You know, there's no patient build-up. Once they suddenly find themselves with a little bit of space, let's have a go at this team. No wavering in their effort at the moment. They're working like tigers, Slovakia. They've got this 1-0 lead and they're determined to hang on to it. And somehow England have got to prise them open.
Well, they look resilient to me at the back, Slovakia. It'll be a real test now as England come forward with Southgate. Vitek. Well, Emil Heskey back there in his own half, challenging. Never heard a crowd whistle so much as this one in Bratislava. Here's Butt. Ashley Cole makes a run down this side. This is Pinte. Cole's challenge. Referee says OK. Heskey and Owen are waiting in the middle. Helinka with the clearance. Good solid header. But then Pinte play on, says the referee. Beckham. Well, Slovakia thought they might have had a free kick there, and it was nearly a chance for England. Carhan. Oh, he worked that ball really well. This is Leitner, and Nemec in a good position again here. Janočka. And still Janočka going right across the front of the England line, and then Beckham. Well, Petraš made the challenge on Beckham, and the referee has given the free kick to Slovakia.
Well, the Slovakians are saying David Beckham jumped in the tackle. This is it. And I've got to say, that wasn't the best of tackles that I've seen.
And Carhan shoots.
Well, he looks a bit tired, doesn't he, after running back from that run-up, but he hit it well enough, but was never on target. But, as I say, they look still dangerous on that counter-attack, but England are going to have to take more chances, so they're going to leave themselves a little bit vulnerable. But certainly when you're 1-0 down, that's something England must do more and more.
Petraš is back on the pitch, incidentally, the injured player. Southgate. This is Scholes, picking it up from Cole. England throw. Gerrard. Now then, Heskey. Good turn by Heskey. Jurek try it. Beckham's there.
Well, that was unlucky. That was excellent. Heskey turning, strength kept the defender off, and actually David Beckham does well. Either side of the keeper, it just at the near post, he's got to try and turn it an angle, and so in the end Kearney says thank you very much, but he's getting better. England certainly probing away, starting to find one or two openings.
Yes, McLaren there off the bench, making signals from the touchline. And now Gerrard. Scholes inside to Heskey in a bit of space, and he's found Michael Owen.
Well, that was so well worked. That's probably the best passing move from England. They probed away, they stretched them, and then, well, I thought Michael Owens worked well on his left foot over the last year, and that was the opportunity to show us, because, yeah, to try and get it on your right foot, and then he just dragged it into the near post. That was such a waste of a wonderful chance.
I could almost hear the sighs coming from back home there. Good opening for England, not taken. Collision between Gerrard and Pinte.
Well, Gerrard's got to be careful.
Gerrard's been booked.
It's dangerous kicking, and I've seen yellow cards shown for that. I'm sure the referee conscious is shown one already, though.
Well, that was a really good opportunity for England a moment or two ago, and the Slovakian coach knows that he's up against it now for a little while, because England have got better possession. Oh, a good little ball that by Pinte. This is Nemeth in a good position. Janocko in the middle, and Nemeth drives it across the 6-yard box.
Well, that all came really Gareth Southgate giving Gerrard a ball he should never have done. They picked it up, Nemeth ran behind it, twisted and turned his teammate, and then cutting inside. He's got the wrong side of Southgate, looks up, and then thinks to himself, I'll get the glory instead of pulling it back. What a waste.
Leitner was cautioned for that challenge on Beckham a couple of minutes ago, so he too now is on a yellow card along with Vitek and Gerrard. Carhan for Slovakia. This is Cole. Free kick to England. Carhan diving in. Beckham has a word with him. Referee tells Carhan to retreat. Scholes takes it quickly from a position a long way away from the offence. Referee pulls it back. Woodgate has gone up on the far side, so too has Southgate. Gerrard's there too. Oh, and did he touch it? It's the equaliser. Did it go straight in? Well, Michael Owen was in attendance, but I'm not sure he got the touch.
I don't think he did. Well, David Beckham, though, is a wonderful curling cross. Michael Owen should have scored. He should have got the header, but by not touching it at all, totally wrong-footed Kernick. Here it goes. Look, he's trying to touch it. I think he mistimes it. It just went straight in.
Well, there's one to sort out there. Did Michael Owen get a flick on David Beckham's free kick? What is important is it's 1-1 here, and England are back in the match.
We were right behind it, John. If he got a touch, it's the faintest of touches. It just almost went straight, and it didn't make any difference to the flight. It would have ended up in the back of the net, but they can argue about it for whatever they like, because at the moment England are 1-1. They have managed to get an equaliser. I was just beginning to get a little bit concerned. They've got better in the second half without threatening too much, and suddenly it is 1-1, and everything's a bit quieter, isn't it?
And in fact there is some activity now, as you can see. I think it was Kieran Dyer we caught sight of there. But on the pitch it's Carhan, and he's got Nemeth to his right, and Vitek's in the middle. Oh! Just a faint touch off the defender gives Slovakia the corner.
Well, it's a good break again. Carhan's, I think, has been excellent. Played it out to Nemeth. It come off Southgate, diverted it, and just took it across the face of the goal, just beyond Vitek. But I think the impetus just swinging back towards the home team the last few minutes.
Janocko will take the corner. Zeman is on the line. Nemeth. Janocko. Oh, and Seaman did well. Two forwards feeding on that cross on the near post, and David Seaman got a vital clearance in there for England.
Don't think he knew much about it, saw it very late. He just sort of pushed it away quite low down. Could have rebounded off somebody, but let's give him credit. I think he would have seen it late. Came through a lot of bodies at that near post. Janocko, excellent cross, I think.
Very good cross. We're in the last quarter of an hour in Bratislava. Beckham for England. Gerrard. Neville over on the right-hand side.
That's the one. It's just rebounded off him, and well, unfortunately, then the combination of Neville and Heskey got it away. Could have gone anywhere.
Oh, that's well played by Dyer. He's found Scholes, and Dyer again. And he's forced a corner.
Well, that's what he does so well when he's playing in the centre. You know, makes those darting runs. He's very quick, and on this particular surface, defenders got to make sure they time it well, the tackle.
Well, actually, the substitution by Slovakia may hold up the taking of the corner. Number 17, Reiter, I think, is going to come on eventually.
For Vitek, it's a straight swap. He's a striker for a striker. Vitek, good applause. He's only 20, been hand-fought alongside Nemeth, and just taking his time to come off.
Woodgate and Southgate are both forward for the corner, to be taken by Beckham. Substitute just about got there in time. This is Neville, Beckham. Southgate stays forward. Oh, header by Djurkic. Corner again to England.
That was a great defensive header, because it was a wonderful cross again by Beckham. And a good spell of pressure now by England. Can they get this vital opening?
Beckham's played it back to Gary Neville. Southgate stays in there. Still Neville. Now, where's he going this time? It's back with Nicky Butt. It's all England at the moment, until Helinka gets hold of it. Nemeth now waiting to break down the left-hand side as Slovakia clear their penalty area. 9 minutes left. This is Southgate.
Well, Steve McLaren's got out and is urging the team to push on and let's go for it. Now, I must agree, because I didn't think there was any reason to take the sting out of the game, because for the last few minutes the impetus is going back towards England.
Absolutely. Heskey on the ball, combining with Beckham. Oh, it's Scholes now. Owen's in there! And England have taken the lead! Michael Owen! It's 2-1 as he scores and celebrates in front of those England supporters. What a turnaround here in Bratislava. It's England's turn to celebrate. It's Slovakia 1, England 2, and here Paul Scholes cutting the ball back. Djurkic missed it. Owen got in with a touching header inside the near post, and it's 2-1 to Eriksson's team.
Well, that's what goal poaching is all about, isn't it? He did get a touch on that occasion. Paul Scholes, a mistake by Lincoln, the number 4. Then Zurich missed kicks, and Michael Owen, definite little drifted header, and it goes in at the near post. And that's reward for all the work he's done. He hasn't been involved that much, and suddenly, you know, there he is getting a winner, a faintest of touches from the goalkeeper. And well, he's certainly back in goal-scoring mood, and what a scoreline now, 2-1. I certainly didn't anticipate that at half-time.
Woodgate makes a clearance, Zeman intercepts. Carhan will take the free kick. And the header inside. Oh, and England is struggling, and it's gone wide. Zeman can't believe that, number 6. He thought he'd equalised.
Well, what a moment that was. Just for a couple of seconds, the whole stadium hushed. Is that going to end up? Look, it landed at his feet. It span off Woodgate, and, well, Seaman wouldn't have got there if it had gone in.
Well, I think the 4 minutes has elapsed. Referee Messina, England are trying to make another substitution. Alan Smith, I think, to come on for Heskey.
Well, it must be the shortest period anyone's going to get on and get an England cap, I should think. I bet he doesn't touch it.
So Smith, who scored when he started against Portugal in the friendly, has a much shorter time on the pitch here, and no sooner is he on than the final whistle goes, and what a good comeback by Sven-Göran Eriksson's England. That's a good end for him, particularly to a testing few days, and what a test his team went through tonight. 1 down at half-time, having not played particularly well, but England showing spirit and resilience in the second half. Owen, as usual, at the front of things, and they turn the match round that at one time seemed to be going away from them. So it's a winning start in the European 2004 qualifying Group 7 for England. The final score in Bratislava, Slovakia 1, England 2.